first down. It's Lynch. They set up the screen to Booker. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, Lynch. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go now.
Now Paxton Lynch on 3rd and long. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
From the red zone now, here's Lynch on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They go play action here on 1st down. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And give them a gain of 37.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lynch. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. David. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Dante Hightower coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, here's Lynch. Looking deep for Demarius. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Lynch. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taken from just outside the 30. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Patriots take over. So the Patriots coming out now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Brady now on 1st down. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. Now Brady again. And he whips that one incomplete there. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and it's 3rd down.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Brady to throw again. And that's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
Gronkowski now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he finally runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure they thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep him out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Leopard! Leopard! Let's go!
They run it. It's Charles. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Back that it up, Billy. Here we go. Set. Green, 39.
Lynch with it on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So it's an old-school extra point, but certainly a disappointment that they couldn't get 6.
Yeah, when you see 19-yard field goal in the box score, you kind of shake your head. But their head coach decided 3 was enough.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Slot man moves right. They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. Able to slither by. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's why you see so many teams play a 3-4 defense, because that set gives you a lot of flexibility about where to bring pressure from, and it's hard for an offense to pick it up. Left side, right side, up the middle, especially with some really flexible linebackers.
Now Brady. And Cooks has it over the middle. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
From midfield, here's Brady. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now a handoff here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Brady to throw on second down. And this one's incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target, and now it's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
To throw on third down, Brady. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs went to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Play fake here on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Throwing again. Lynch. And he hits his man on the out route. Demaryius Thomas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
All right, here we go. Blue, landing. Leopard, leopard. Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Here's Lynch to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Second and 10 now. It's Lynch. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one goes for 24 yards.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
They'll throw on first down with Lynch. His throw caught at about the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They'll run it. This is Booker. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches, you say, son, you can darn...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Brock Osweiler, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
And the sneak works on 2nd and goal. They didn't wait until it was 4th down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, you like these plays, don't you? I mean, you want to hand it off sometimes, but also prove that you can get it in there as well.
Yeah, it makes you really part of the gang, doesn't it? It makes you part of the crew, and it really bonds you with those big offensive linemen because then you get to celebrate with the big fellas.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Shotgun now for Brady. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Brandon, with the way things are going with Tom Brady finding Gronk as many times as he has in this game and the team is winning, you think at some point maybe even Brady will do the Gronk dance?
Well, if he does that Gronk dance, Davis, that means you have to do that Gronk dance.
Trust me, partner, no one wants to see me do the Gronk dance.
Your wife?
No one.
Marquise Lee, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again, Brady. On the slant, he gets it to Gronkowski. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Todd Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, partner, we just saw the 2nd interception of the game against Tom Brady. I'm going to see my eye doctor because I did not really see that, did I?
Well, nobody sees it often. Last year, he threw 2 interceptions all season. Did not throw 2 in a game, so certainly a rarity. Lynch to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders, as the first half is winding down, and the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. He's got it, and it's 24-17. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed.
And he loses the football a second time. The Broncos say they have it. They do. often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Second down following the run. Now Lynch. He sets to fire deep. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up fourth. Here's Ryan Allen now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Returnable here from the 38. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll start the drive with Jamal Charles. Room to run inside the 40. Jamal Charles, nobody in front. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jamal Charles, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard, near the 48-yard line. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now a handoff looking right. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Brady. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It is taken in by Cooks for a Patriot touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots have taken the lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And Denver getting set to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more.
All right, here we go.
Now Lynch to throw. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated.
All right, here we go. Back down to that Philly. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Lynch. And this is going to be incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Leckler now on as he'll punt this away. Taken in at the 11. Oh, and he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give a much better starting position. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. 10 yards still left on second down. Brady now to throw. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And that's a big collision. He's knocked backward as they will mark him down. The reception good for 7. It's third down. New England on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. Brady going to try and throw on third down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Again, it's Charles. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And, boy, the reward was there. A big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down. There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Booker on first down. Booker coughs it up. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
And remember, he fumbled on his first NFL carry in 2016, ironically, recovered by his high school teammate Shaq Thompson. In college, he carried the ball strictly in his left hand. Wonder if he's going to start working on using both.
Well, whatever he does, he needs to fix it and stop putting the ball on the ground. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Throwing again. Brady. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Brady to Gronkowski. Cover athlete to cover athlete for a Patriot first down. Brady now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. The Patriots in the midst of just a brutal 6-week schedule. 5 of the 6 on the road. After tonight, they're at the Raiders, then home for the Dolphins, but then they go to Buffalo, to Miami on a Monday night, and they'll visit Pittsburgh as well.
And you and I both know that no one's going to feel sorry for the defending Super Bowl champs.
No, not at all. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Shane Ray, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Brady. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Now let's go. Green. No. Check. Detroit.
On first down, it's Lynch. Now he's flushed out left. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Lynch. And that's complete. It's Allington. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Throwing here, Lynch on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Throwing, Lynch. And an alley to run. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. To throw is Lynch. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Running for it. Here's Anderson. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. A big play. Brady to Gronkowski. And even 40 yards. throwing on first down is Brady. This is complete to guess who? Gronkowski again. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Brady to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Again, it's Brady. He's going to air one out. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the fourth.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Here we go now.
A toss play. Here comes Charles. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Yeah, baby. No. Check. Patriot.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go now.
Lynch now throwing on 3rd. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
Watch it now, Barney.
Here we go. Lynch on 4th down. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Green 39.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let it fly. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lynch. And that is incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now let's go. No. Check. Patriot. Now let's go. Leopard. Set.
On 3rd down, Lynch. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Rod looked down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Set. Green, 39. Black 99, Philly. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw again. Lynch. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Lynch now, work to do, certainly, after that sack. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go now. Boom, landing. Watch it now, Marty, Marty. 36.
From the shotgun, it's Lynch. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile.
319.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Watch it now, Marty, Marty. Over. Gun.
Now Paxton Lynch on 3rd and long. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Lynch. Now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. The decision to go for it on 4th has worked out twice on this drive already. Here we go again on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And now running right through it. And look out. I think he's going to go. The 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Well, I know it points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Pats, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Oakland to take on the Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.